Welcome back to Three Gals Talk Ghost. Today we're going to discuss the lore, what it is, how it came to be, where it's going, and where it's been taken. It seems to have gotten a life of its own, and we're just going to have a little chat about what we've noticed and what the fandom has accepted.
I'm assuming that we're doing things from the point of view of everybody will know at least part of the lore, if not all of the lore.
Yeah.
So we don't have to start from scratch.
I'm hoping if you guys are here is because you are fans of Ghost and you have a relatively solid grasp of the common lore, the overarching lore.
So what do we think? What do we think are the main things that we know about the characters because of the lore? And which characters do we think? I mean, for me, when I think about the lore, I think about the Papas, but we also have Sister Imperator, and we've got the Saltarians. And if you kind of then go into it, you've got the twins. There's an awful lot there to unpack. So given the time that we have, do we want to keep it to maybe the Papas and maybe Sister Imperator and not look too widely?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
There's definitely, we can touch on all of the characters, but we don't have to go into every single detail.
Because honestly, I mean, I don't really know a huge amount, obviously, about the Saltarians. What I do know is from the comics, but that's another thing. And maybe not everyone's read the comics. So, we have to kind of stick to what we know from the chapters and what we've seen the lore. So what about if we start off with the Papas then?
Well, why don't we start with why there's lore?
Yeah, cool.
So the legend has it, the lore was started as a way to market the band in lieu of doing regular interviews and everything, since the band was supposed to be anonymous. It's a little hard to make an interview and be marketable when you're anonymous. And I think the lore is a really interesting and fun way to incorporate a bit of theatrics into musicians and bands and whatnot. So I think it's a very clever idea. I mean, there are other bands who have done it, but I don't think anybody else has really done it to this extent.
Roughly when did the lore start up? Was it around about the Terzo era, or was it before that? No, it would be Papa 2. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah, because there was the Propaganda series?
That's right. In Vegas.
In Vegas.
Yeah. What happened there will stay in Vegas.
Right. Right. I know there's a lot in the fandom that likes to pick those videos apart. So that's another topic.
But everything gets picked apart, I would say, probably. So
yeah, I think that's really where it started.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And then we don't really get any chapters for 3.
No.
Sorry?
For Terzo.
We don't really get any chapters. I mean, we get some interesting music videos that tell a little bit of story, but not anything compared to 2 and 4.
Yeah, which is when he came on the scene, it really became a lot.
Right.
Yeah. And nothing for Primo.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing at all for him. So
no. And
so again, sorry.
Yeah, I was thinking about, but these were, I think this was music session, right? With the bold, that was a
Oh, for
music.
Papa too. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a
Mhm.
music video, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
So we
that
had
that's
that.
not the
Yeah.
lore. Hmm.
Yeah. And then we had the backstage stuff.
The backstage stuff with all the funny elements, right? Like
Mhm.
very funny elements.
Well, I guess we get a little bit of Terzo's personality in the acoustic performances.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's
With the kazoo.
with the kazoo and some of the comments and stuff and jokes that are made. So that's really the closest we get to story for Terzo.
Mhm.
And
And character development. I mean, it really, I guess it's kind of videos from various gigs where we kind of got the character development of Terzo and what
mhm,
kind of character he was.
right.
Yeah.
In stage presence.
Yeah.
Stage presence. And then we kind of start with, the cardinal. Once you get the introduction of Cardinal Copia is when there's
yeah. That
actually
was that was
a lot.
yeah. Sorry.
I was just saying, it's just the introduction of Cardinal Copia before we actually get actual story, all the introduction of all the characters, rewrite of characters. Because when Terzo was abducted, kidnapped, pulled off stage, or whatever, uh, we have the introduction of the quote unquote father of it all as he comes,
Mhm.
coming out to the stage. But that presence was like a frail old man. But when you get to the Copia storylines, he's a little bit more spry. So clearly we kind of rewrote some things.
Yeah, well, the first Papa Nil kind of fucked everything up, so he was fired. So
Right.
they
Oh,
changed.
really?
So they came up with, like, I think a new kind of mask as well, because he looked very different. It was
Right.
like also a Papa Zero at
Yeah.
Right.
first. Now Papa Nil, like it's the same but like a new name, new use
Mhm.
of.
Yeah.
But the first one was obviously different. But then the idiot decided to post videos and photos while recording those things, so everything was kind of in delay back then, because yeah, it was supposed to be an anonymous thing. So why the hell
Oh, right.
would you go?
Oh, so
Why the
like the guy who was playing Papa Zero was
Yeah,
posting video. What?
yeah, or photos.
Or
Well, yeah,
photos.
yeah. So then it was like, okay, never mind. And then so I think that had to do with something.
Well, yeah, of course. Of course, kind of you got to move forward from that.
Yeah,
But you know
Uh,
what? We lucked out because I mean, obvious like Papa Nihil ended up being hilarious.
yeah,
Yeah, absolutely hilarious. And worked really well against Copia, I thought. That kind of, although
yeah. The
they didn't
strict
know
one.
that they were related, it was that kind of, treating him like he was a stupid kid and all that, that worked really well.
yes, I
Yeah,
agree. It's a lot of fun to watch. It's a lot of fun to engage with.
Yeah.
I love it.
So,
I love all
yeah,
these chapters.
I do
Everyone looks
too.
forward to the chapters, I think. Everybody's kind of like going, oh God, there's another chapter out, there's another chapter out, and it's like, wow, everybody kind of rushes to watch it.
Yeah.
And the last couple, like last 2 or 3 have been kind of like, oh, what's going on? There's
Oh,
there's
yeah.
not been an awful lot of fun. I don't think really
No.
there's been an awful lot since fucking V. and all that
Yeah.
stuff. You know what I mean? That was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Okay. He even took out the V on his keyboard, right? Like
That
for the
that was
writing pad.
genius. That was
Yeah.
genius.
That is just like quintessential, like brothers hating each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I love it.
And no one's allowed to wear V-necks. Silly
Yeah,
stuff. Just almost like it's almost like classic British comedy, which
Mhm.
doesn't surprise me
Right.
because that's obviously quite a big influence, but it was kind of like that, you know. It's so good.
I just
Yeah.
realized that we've kind of ended like with the bookmarks of not really knowing anything about the characters because we had no chapters or lore for Primo, and we don't really have anything for V either. So it's like we
No.
have this bookmark. It's like all
Yeah.
this stuff in the middle. Bookends, I should say. Bookends.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
I mean, I think everything we know about Primo has come from the fan base.
Yes.
And when I say what we know about Primo, it's not what we know. You know, it's literally just, yeah, well,
What
this is what people have decided
Made
is
of it.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think um yeah, I think the fan base helped a lot in the character building when it comes to with the first two not having any lore, not any
Mhm.
chapter. So all kind of things were going around on the internet and making their own stories and blah blah blah. And I think that might have been very inspiring to
Yeah, I'm
actually
sure.
continue.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
When people responded in that way to it and kind of took what was there and made it their own and developed
It really
storylines
helped.
based
Yeah.
from that. Yeah.
Yeah, it helped what people would like to see and what they do like and what they don't like, and they could use that for their own good in this case.
Yeah.
That really works well.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, like you say, we've got plenty on Copia and Papa 4, and we do have to an extent of Frater Imperator, obviously, because it's a continuation of the same character. But he's really the one that's got the most that we can talk about, that people can talk about, and is more developed than anything else.
Yeah, in my opinion, after Copia, it kind of already started the beginning of shutting down because it became less and less and less. And then there was this interview, Tobias saying, well, if the fans need the lore to enjoy blah 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 or something, then that element will be over soon. So yeah, I think it after Copia, I think they definitely saw what was changing, what happened, everything. So yeah, I think that's when they decided to actually end things slowly.
To wind it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, to wind it down a bit.
I mean, it's a lot of moving pieces. If you're doing like the story and you're also, doing the musical side of it, like it's just a lot of moving pieces. Like most bands don't have that many moving pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, it's so much to try and keep in your head as well, to try and keep it fresh and not just be repetition of things going on. I mean, I love the fact that they have these twins. I hope that we get, even if it's the last one, I hope we get something in December where they actually might meet. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like, well, that's end the lore or what have you, but it would be, I think it would be a nice way to finish it if the Lord's finishing. that we actually get something about V, and that we actually get the brothers meeting eventually and riding off into the sunset together, or whatever they want to do. But you know, it would be lovely. But he may be in a hospital bed for our poor frater, or he may be on a pavement. We have no idea.
We really don't know. I do love the open-endedness of the last chapter. I know it drove a lot of people nuts, but I'm just like, all right, this seems on brand.
Yeah. Yeah. And I love the fact that, I mean, I know we're going to kind of talk a little bit about how the fan base has kind of elaborated on the different papas and stuff. But I'd have to put in an honourable mention to like various artists out there who have taken the idea of when Sister Imperator had the facelift after the car accident and was in hospital, and then Copia went and visited her, and they've kind of run with the whole fraters in the hospital, and Perpetua goes along and he can't do anything about it, and Perpetua's being really nice to him, and he can't actually kind of do it, can't move, can't talk, can't do anything. I think that's a real fun thing as an idea from the fan base, you know, to kind of like to finish the thing off with.
Oh,
So.
they immediately latched onto that. Immediately. Like, oh, he's just going to come back in a hospital bed, and, you know, his face is all going to be wrapped up. You know, that way they, you know, he can be in quote unquote 2 places at once. So.
Yeah,
I'm searching something up, so I'm sorry if I'm not replying.
No, you search away.
Yeah.
Oh, she's doing research on the fly.
She's researching.
Yeah. Definitely.
That's okay. That's what I'm doing on this screen over here.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
But I think it's really interesting. So we have like the known things about these characters, right? And how the fandom has taken little clips or little bits, and like, I don't know the origin of this, but the fan artists and the fan fiction writers have just accepted that one, the Primo, is into gardening in his retirement.
Yeah.
I don't know the origin of this,
No.
but it is just accepted. That's what he does.
Yeah, he's this lovely old man who loves to tend to his roses and has a beautiful garden in the ministry.
Yeah. And again, I don't know the origin of it. I wish I did. Somebody's probably like,
either.
oh, it's somebody's probably be like, oh, it's from such and such thing or whatever. I'm like, I've never crossed over it.
If anyone knows and you're listening, you know, tell us, post to us about how that started, because I'm not sure at all.
So yeah, and that is the one widely accepted thing, that he's a gardener in his retirement, and he always like gives like sage advice and whatever, is that character, and everybody has just accepted it. If you write any fan fiction, that's that character's personality. It's
like he's the wise old sage. You know, right. He's the one that everyone turns to because he's the oldest. You know, he has the most experience out of everyone, and everyone goes to him with the problems.
And then, you know, you've got 2, right? So this is what Secondo, this is what the fandom has accepted, is he's not the friendliest on the outside, but kind of squishy in the inside. You know, he's got that harsh exterior, very intimidating, but is actually kind of a teddy bear. Like everybody's accepted that. That's his personality. And also a wild skirt chaser. So that's given what we've seen in the propaganda videos, I understand where that came from.
Yeah.
And
that's that very much filters into the fan fiction, big time.
Yeah.
Big time. I'm not someone that I did my research. I ploughed in for everyone else. I said, I'll do it. I'll take that one for the team. And boy, it was interesting. It was really interesting.
I've dove into quite a bit of the fan fiction and the fan art too. As now, noting the fan fiction, if you do go down the path of reading anything with Secondo, pay attention to the tags.
Yeah.
Pay attention to the tags.
Yeah.
Stay away from anything that says dead dove.
Okay. I'm not even going to ask. I don't want to know.
You don't know what that's from?
No.
Oh, so this is mostly on the AO3 tags. If you read the tags, you'll see they usually tag what kind of content is going to be in a particular fan fiction. And I will have to give it credit to some of these writers. They really do let you know, like, hey, enter at your own risk. And that enter at your own risk tag is called Dead Dove Do Not Eat. And it comes from the TV show Arrested Development, where the character goes in and he finds this bag and it's labeled Dead Dove Do Not Eat. He opens it and it legit is a dead dove. And he's like, I don't know what I was expecting. So it's basically saying, hey, the labels on this are exactly what's in it. So
right, okay.
So anything that has that dead dove label, be prepared to actually read some things. Like, pay attention to the tags. Because Secondo content tends to lean very much in the BDSM.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A lot of people are into that, but if you're not,
they are.
Pay attention to the tags. Which the next one that you need to pay attention to the tags is Terzo.
Yeah.
Especially if olive oil is involved.
Well, so
imagine this is just 4 years ago now, or 3 years.
Yes.
The olive oil one. It just stays.
Yeah.
That lady must have been like, she should have gotten paid for that.
So, what the fandom has accepted about Terzo is that he's basically a dramatic playboy, who likes food and wine.
And very Italian.
He's like probably the most Italian out of all of them.
Absolutely. Very Italian.
Very, always.
Even when he's talking.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Likes fine things, fine dining, fine wines, fine ladies, sometimes men. But I think as when it comes to the accepted personality of Terzo, no is not in his vocabulary.
That's true. That's true.
Some of the funniest ones that I've read have been Terzo's stories. So,
right, yeah, I forgot. Like the other one that we left out, obviously, is Omega. There are lots of stories.
Yes,
of Terzo and Omega.
Yes, that is a commonly accepted pairing. Again, pay attention to tags.
Based off of, I'm assuming it's the
stage presence.
Yeah,
yeah,
the
stage presence
where everybody in the audience was screaming for Omega, and he's on stage going, Omega, Omega, do me Omega.
Yes,
they've kind of taken that and run with it, and now made them a pair.
Right.
Yeah.
Like their little seeds were planted with the stage performances, and they've grown
Yeah.
into all of these things.
But also
Also,
from Swiss and Sodo as well.
yes. Also, a thing that the fandom has picked up from stage performances during the acoustic stuff, when he would show up on stage, or the little stages, whatever, and make jokes about his height. So even though it is the same person who's portraying every single one of these characters, they all have different heights.
Mm-hmm.
Secondo is the tallest, Terzo is the shortest. And that is just accepted.
Yep.
It's crazy. It is crazy.
Yep.
All because of a joke about being shorter without his hat.
Yeah.
And also fussing with the microphone stands.
Yeah.
Yeah. Such a goofball.
Right.
Yeah.
So
He really does come across that way in the fiction, and in and in the art.
mhm.
It definitely comes across that way in the art that we see that the fan base
Yes.
produce.
Yeah, especially any of the art pieces that I have seen with like the lineup of the characters, you
Mhm.
can see how they're taller, shorter, and whatnot. Even when it
Yeah.
comes to the twins, it's been accepted that the Copia is just a little bit shorter than V.
Then Perpetua.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is just wild.
And I have to say, I'm going to give an honourable mention here. If we're talking about art, I have to give an honourable mention to Shitty Ghost Doodles,
Yeah.
because every single one of those is a gem. It's a
Yes.
gem, and it gets Terzo, and it gets them all really well. Oh, we don't know anything about Perpetua really, but it gets the rest of them really well. And
Mhm.
the personality comes across in the drawing. So I mean, I look forward to seeing that every day.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing what's happening with them every single day.
The one
And
that I recently
I was going to say I loved the one, obviously being from Scotland, the one that they did with Copia standing looking at the Baphomet statue, and it had the traffic cone on one of its horns because of all the Scotland fans in Boston, obviously, for the World Cup. So I appreciated that.
The one that I really liked and really made me giggle recently was Terzo kind of lifting his robe, saying what's wrong with a little bit of nudity, and it's his little ankles. It was just the way it was drawn. I was like, okay, that's really funny.
They're beautifully drawn. They really are, and they really capture the characters. I love it. I really love watching that.
So
I love the art from Paint Myths as well. They are good.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They are good.
There are lots of different brilliant artists out there, who do lots of different types of art. But I think, like I just mentioned, Shitty Ghost Doodles, because I think they get the characters across better than probably anything I've seen for characterization. That's just my opinion, though.
Yeah.
So now we get into Cardinal Copia and what the fans have accepted about Cardinal Copia. They have definitely accepted that he is awkward, silly, very childlike in some ways. Then
can't handle any taps on the back, like he doesn't get it. It's like, socially awkward indeed.
Yes, very socially awkward.
Yeah.
Probably the second most Italian Papa.
Yes. Second most Italian.
Yeah, the second most Italian Papa.
Yeah. Also, when people write his dialogue, they tend to make him stutter sometimes. I've noticed that.
Yeah, just to kind of emphasize the social
The
awkwardness.
Yeah, the awkwardness. And of course,
Yeah.
that translate into
Papa.
after he becomes Papa and even into Frater. It's the same character, just in the different evolutions. Although by Frater, he matures a little bit more, isn't quite as socially awkward, just awkward in different ways.
Yeah. Falling over boxes and things.
Yes. So
Yeah.
again, if you read any of the fan fiction, pay attention to the tags.
Mm-hmm.
Because people like to give Copia a bit of a dual personality, where he's a lot different between closed doors.
Mm-hmm.
If
Yeah,
you
it can be quite
understand.
spicy. Yeah, it can be quite spicy.
Quite dominating. Yeah, again.
So we end up with the last Papa.
Yeah, so V, Perpetua. I get where this came from. So people are accepting that he's more creature than actual man. And I think it just comes from the
it's from
music
the Lacrima video.
Yeah, the Lacrima music video and the vampire aspect of it. So they always draw him with like little pointy ears and give him kind of a Dracula element to him. And people have really kind of latched on to the creature side of Perpetua, which
big time
in the art is a lot of fun. And the fan fiction, it gets really weird.
Oh, well, yeah. That was when I was reading through some of that, there was things in there that I was just like, what? Where has that come from? Like you say, it's creature,
Right.
different types of creature. The vampire thing I can get because of, like you say, pretty much what people knew was what they saw on the Lacrima video, and they've kind of run with the fact that he could be a vampire. I totally get that. But then we started getting into, in the fanfic, different types of creature. And I've seen werewolf Perpetua. I've seen fanfics that involve knotting and various accoutrements. And I'm like, where on earth does that come from? I mean, it's like, yeah, vampire, I get it. But the rest of this stuff, I'm like, there are crazy people out there.
So the rest of it comes from book talk in Bookstagram and all of those spicy novels that are really popular right now that have to deal with creatures and stuff like that. So that's bleeding over.
Sorry, I can see Kat's doing some research right now.
Right now. I must admit, I never have wrote any fanfics. So, yeah, I do know the one from the Olive Oil, but that's it.
Well, all I would say is if you venture in there, a lot of sage to begin with, a few crystals in the pockets, and do a bit of cleansing when you come out.
See, I'm not a writer. I'm an artist. I'm a visual artist. I'm not really a writer. Although I have read quite a few of the fan fiction. Some of them are just really good and really creative. I read one. I can't even remember what the title of it. I mean, it was a long time ago that I read it, but it had a very distinct Borgia feel to it. Like it was very that religious political intrigue, and that's what it was. But it was just using the ghost characters. I was like, this
Like the
is
Bold and
real.
the Beautiful.
Yeah, it was very good. It was very well written.
Yeah, I've seen a couple like that online. I haven't read. Yeah, I've read maybe like the first couple of chapters just to see what it was like. But there's one I think called Ghostshire Valley, and it's set in a kind of an alternative sort of place, and it's really interesting because like the ghost characters are there, but there are really odd things happen in this place, like the mycelium and the mushrooms talk to people, and it's just it's like it's its own world kind of thing. And I think, God, that's really interesting, to take the characters and take them out of that context that we know them in, and
Yeah.
yeah, they're still part of the ministry or whatever, but it's in a completely different world, and it was really, really interesting to read that.
I'm trying to pull up this list that I had when I was reading stuff. I started bookmarking things. There was one, I thought it was really it was a little, I won't say it's silly, it's just kind of a little off the wall. I can't remember what it was called. I think they might have taken it down. I don't know. But it was about Terzo, who after the the photo of that was taken of him beheaded, in copious hands, he had his head put back on, and then he basically was offered money just to go off and disappear. And somebody, uh, the main character ended up responding to an ad for like a home assistant or something. And so she's working with this weirdo, like trying to take care of his home and stuff. Like, it's just a little quirky and off the wall, but it was really well written. And it's like, I don't know where this is going, but I'm intrigued. Oh, it's called Infernal. I just found it. It hasn't been updated in a while, but yeah, but there's actually quite a few of them that I think are actually pretty interesting, how they've kind of taken the loose storyline and kind of ran with it. And some of these people are write really, really well. Like, I hope they do something with writing, because they're really good. And then there are others where I'm just like, what? What am I reading?
And then you get the ones that can be quite predictable. It's kind of like, oh, well, this person goes and works at the ministry, and then they meet this papa and they fall in love, and whoops, she's pregnant, and oh, is she going to have twins? Of course she does. I'm like, you get quite a lot of that on there, I think.
Yes.
But I agree with you. I think there are some unbelievably, what's the word? I don't want to say pornographic, but it's almost that way. But like you said, there are some which are just really, really interesting ideas that they've taken these characters and put them in, a different setting, and it works really, really well.
I have read a really good, I can't find it. I can't find the title. It was a Dracula Terzo that was definitely drawing upon the life of Bela Lugosi. Like, they merged kind of both the inspirations. And that one, I feel, was just very classically written and very, very good. I mean, it was not really smutty. It was just a really cool story that the writer kind of merged that inspiration into the character.
Yeah. That's cool. And let's say we're talking about fanfic. But if we want to kind of skip back into fan art and the way that people have taken the ideas and elaborated on them and created art from, I don't know who it is, so I'm really sorry if you're listening to this. But someone recently drew Papa 1, 2, 3, 4 as the four horsemen of the apocalypse, and it was fantastic.
Oh,
It
with
was
the
a
line
it,
works.
it was really cool art. It just looked fab. And I'm
Isn't
like I
that
said, I don't know.
Lincoln Must
You
Die?
guys will maybe know. You'll maybe know who that is, but
Let me
Yeah,
check.
you're talking about this series.
no, it was
No, the
it was a
black and
line
white
drawing.
thing.
It was like
Line work.
Oh.
grayscale, black and white, and it was the artwork was really really good. And
Yeah,
I just thought
I remember.
it was such a good piece of art.
Yeah,
And there's lots
I
of different. I mean, I'm not an artist at all. I can't draw stick men, so I I kind of look at things and go, yeah, I quite like that. I'm not necessarily able to tell you why I like it particularly. However,
no, it looks really
um,
cool. It was black and white, I think.
yeah,
And
it was black, white, and grey.
yeah,
I happen to be a fan of hyper realistic art. So,
yeah,
and the one that I always kind of go back to looking at it's a creator called Julia Hellbound.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's Italian and she does hyper realistic art, and her ghost artwork is incredible,
Mm-hmm.
incredible. And it's not for everybody. I get that, you know, not everybody's into hyper realistic art, but for me, she has an insane amount of talent to be able to do. It's like looking at photographs. It's incredible. But you guys know more about art than I do, so go for it.
Yeah, one of the ones that I really admire is Legan Must Die. Is a really good artist. Really like her work. They do get a little spicy at times, fair warning, but I just really like that style.
So does that person do just like drawings of the papas, or do they use kind of stuff from storylines, or?
So I've seen there's I guess a storyline that they have been working with another creator, and it's a Terzo storyline. So there's been a lot of Terzo artworks with original characters, OCs. There is one that I really like that they did a little while ago. She took in Adam's Family Values, there's a scene where Morticia and Gomez are watching their children perform on stage. I think it's Values. I can't, it's one of the Adam's Family movies. And they're both like sitting with their hands on their face, like, oh my God, I want to die, listening to all the kids with their little performances, and they're just miserable. Well, she took that idea and made it Terzo in the original character in the same facial expressions. It's really good. I really like it. But I just really like her artwork. It's mostly, black, white, and gray. She does color once in a while, but I'm trying to think of some of the other artists that I really like. There are some that do just fantastic cartoons of the characters. This person doesn't have a lot of artwork, but I love the facial expressions on the characters is Any Draws. There's only like 11 posts, but the facial expressions are just fantastic. Like, they're just so those characters. Of course, you mentioned earlier, Shitty Ghost Doodles Daily.
Still searching for that one, but I can't find it with the
Oh, the
line work one.
four horsemen, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that was amazing.
Can we do a mention of? I have to say this though. Can we mention our very own Me Ink Phantom
Oh yeah,
and how
Definitely.
fantastic she is?
Yeah, I love her work.
Her work has it's so good, and the cartoons that she's been doing for us have been funny,
Yeah.
so funny, but so again, she's managing to capture the characters of the papas.
Yeah, she does.
And I loved when we did the costume one, and it was
Yeah.
Nihil sitting there, in a chair watching poor Perpetua washing out all the clothes. That was wonderful.
Yeah.
That made me smile.
Yeah,
She's
that was an
she's
amazing.
very talented.
She is. I didn't expect her to actually reply to us.
Mm-hmm.
When
I'm thankful that she did.
Yeah.
It's been really nice to have someone like that to collaborate with.
Yeah. And plus, she's really kind. She's like really easygoing.
Mm-hmm.
And like, if you want something changed, she will actually change it in a heartbeat. Totally fine.
Yeah.
She does this commission work as well, like for people. You can actually say what you like, and then she will just make some kind of commission for you. That's great. But she doesn't do adult ones. She does. She refuses adult and the stuff. She doesn't do that. But yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of adult artists, there's another one that I really like. Bloody Rat 666. She does her line work on her pieces. I am jealous of. She does really good line work. Some of her pieces get a little spicy. Fair warning. But if you go to any of these artists on say like Instagram, you're not going to see the spicy stuff because Instagram doesn't let you post that. So there it is. It is bloody_rat_666. The one that I saw the very first time was this one,
which is a drawing of Terzo.
Yes,
with
the light,
a robe open,
with a robe, lighting a cigarette with a cup of coffee.
I take it that's the mildest one that's on there then.
Well, they're all edited, but again, yeah, there's that one.
Oh, right, okay.
But the thing is, I like the style. I like the line work, and I just really appreciate that style. So another one that I really like that did the Four Horsemen is purely onyx artistry, and the Four Horsemen that they did is really, really cool.
Oh, right, okay. I like how so they're doing the numbers at the top.
Yeah.
So in Roman numerals they've got the papas, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
And they do all kinds of different things. They don't do just Ghost.
I see that. Yeah. That's pretty. Yeah, that is. I like that. And the Terzo hat with the rats.
Yeah.
That's cool. Damn. Yeah, I like that.
The amount of artists that I find, and they don't have a lot of followers. Most of these people only have like 200 followers. Their art is really good. Another one that I found, I mean, she's a college student. Her name's Rachel Hebert. She does all kinds of different things, different singers. She has a really neat one of Ozzy Osbourne. She's done quite a few different our ghost pieces. I just, she's really good.
Oh yeah, that's really good. I like that we can give a shout out to these people as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they deserve the recognition. Has any of that, the kind of, yeah, we know the basics of the lore and what's there, but does any of the embellished lore bleed out into the cosplay world as well?
Oh, yes. Absolutely. I have seen quite a few Perpetuas with the little pointy ears and fangs.
Mm-hmm.
The Primos with the long blonde hair in retirement, that has that's a thing.
But where does the blonde hair come from? I mean,
Again, I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. It's just accepted.
mhm.
The certain personalities with the ghouls definitely transfers into
Mhm.
cosplay. You get a lot of Omega Terzo cosplayers. A lot.
Right.
Then with Copia, especially Cardinal Copia, it is very common to see cosplayers with rats on them somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Very like Ratatouille-ish. And I've actually seen a lot of Copia cosplayers pass out little rats, at conventions and stuff. Ghouls will pass out guitar picks or something like that. Yeah, so I've seen a lot of that. Of course, even with cosplayers, you'll see the bracelets getting passed out as well.
Mhm.
That transfers from
Yeah.
the rituals
Yeah.
or stickers. But yes, all of those things in the fan fiction and fan arts do transfer to cosplayers.
Cosplay. Yeah.
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 I think
Yeah,
it's really interesting when they switch up, sometimes, not all the time, when they switch up gender. Do you know what I mean? So somebody will be very female, but will have kind of like changed, say, the Perpetua costume to be very female, female
Mhm.
looking kind of
like a
thing. It's
dress and
really
stuff.
creative. Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
creative.
Yeah.
Yeah, we call
True.
that gender bending.
Mhm.
Yeah. Gender bending, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I make the costumes. I don't try to make myself appear. I mean, I used to back in the day when I would do like male costumes. I would wear the tight binders and stuff like that. And that's just really uncomfortable. And I don't want to do that anymore. So I just make the costume and just deal with it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, the ones that I usually pick kind of don't, they have shapes that kind of hide your body. So you really can't,
Mhm.
I mean, other than the fact that I'm only 5'3", I'm not
Me
very
too.
tall. I'm not very tall. Unless I open my mouth, it really, especially when you're in the heavy makeup or if you're in one of the masks and stuff, it's really hard to tell.
Mhm. It's a good
Yeah.
thing, I guess, about the ghost costumes as such, when you can actually wear cassocks,
Hmm.
and cassocks hide a lot of
Yeah,
that.
they
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
They really do. It's just
Yeah.
giant tube. And then the top part of it, the capelet type thing, kind of hides anything that you might have going on upstairs.
I might have to have a big capelet if I ever wore something like that.
Yeah, I can get away with just a sports bra and strategically designed costumes
Yeah.
until I open my mouth.
You need a voice bender. Like
It's like those, the Darth Vader mask that you used to be able to buy that you wear and it changes
Yeah.
your voice.
Changing
Yeah.
the voice. Yeah,
Nah,
can't.
that's
I
okay.
really can't find it. I tried really hard. I missed half of the of the podcast, but I tried to find it.
You know what's going to happen? As soon as we're finished, you're going to go in there and it'll be right there in front of you. So
Yep.
it's fine.
So
You can always put an honourable mention in for whoever
Yeah.
that person is. Yeah.
yeah, when I
Um,
find it, I will.
Here's a question: has any of the fan created lore made it into canon, into the actual chapters or anything like that?
So I would say the nicknames of the ghouls has made it back over the fence, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could see that with the guitars, the
Right.
gifted guitars that had stickers on it. Phantom.
Whereas the band members have started calling each other by the fan given
By those names,
nicknames.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that would be the number one example that I would say is the nicknames of the ghouls.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
As
Yeah.
far as anything else, there's only one person who can tell us.
Yeah. True. I just always kind of wondered if there was anything that fans had made. Oh, I'll tell you what it was actually. Now that I come to think, it's not making something up. It was really interesting when we got the whole fucking V episode. I think it was that one, or it was the one after when Frater was on his computer and he was looking at a post online and he was replying to it.
Yes.
And it was
Yeah,
an
okay.
actual post.
Yeah, that was on
I'm not
Reddit.
sure, was it Reddit? Was a Reddit
It was
post that
Reddit.
somebody had put in?
Yeah, Reddit,
And
yeah.
it was the real Reddit post that was up there, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that, but yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a Reddit comment, right? Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's the only thing that I could think of where there was that
Kind of refers to the
Yeah,
to the
for-
fans. Yeah.
yeah, for the lore that actually made it into the lore.
Yeah.
So cool.
which I would imagine as how open and how prevalent the fan base is online. Like, he kind of has to know about some of the stuff. Just, it trickles up. So
Oh yeah.
you have to be aware about some of the things that the fans say.
Mm-hmm. I think any performers like that, they will get an inkling of what's going on and what's being said and things, what's being creatively changed or whatever. So
I just know if I knew that, if I had a fandom and they, kind of took off with stuff like that, I would be with a giant spoon, just like stirring the pot constantly. That's what I would do. I was like, if this is a good reason why I am not in that position, because I think I would have way too much fun with it. I would become a giant troll. I just would. It's like, oh, you think this is going in this direction?
nope.
I'm going to go this way now.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I guess that would be very, very George R.R. Martin-esque.
Mhm.
I fully admit about my characters, I would do that. I would absolutely do that.
Becoming
Well-
a troll, of course.
I would absolutely become a troll. It's just the weird sense of humor that I have. Then I also don't like when somebody tells me, "Oh, it should be this way." Oh,
Yeah.
oh really? Oh, really?
Yeah.
You want to tell me my thing that I've created has to go a certain direction? About that.
Yeah. I think. Yeah. Let's keep it that way. Yeah.
Talking about trolling, I wondered if the latest poster for the film was a bit of trolling. Do you know with the head, the kind of
Yeah.
Cloverfield poster? Do you know what I mean by that one?
Yeah.
That New York's blah blah blah. It's some kind of
Yeah.
movie. Yeah.
The
In
Escape from New York.
Cloverfield, it's
Yeah.
in the film Cloverfield, the monster rips the head off the Statue of Liberty and it ends up lying in a street.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that's like Cloverfield, but it's, you know, we're
Wh-
now at
which
the
is-
point where
Yeah, which
Well,
is from Escape from New York.
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's like I wondered though, you know, with the face, you
Mhm.
know, we've kind of got the masks there, but is that a little bit of Papa Four kind of like face, kind of like markings underneath there? You
Yeah.
know, let's throw
Yeah, the
that
oth-
out there, and the fan base has exploded.
The other poster with the little copia things going on.
Yeah.
Right?
That's what was,
Yes.
that's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's almost as if V's face has cracked open at one part, and it's almost like the Papa for makeup
Yeah. The
underneath
black
it,
on the cheek.
the lining for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine what's going on with some people's heads exploding over that one. So
Well, if you spend any time on the Ghost Discord, the
Nope.
lore discussion is really interesting. It's very interesting to see what they say. And
I'm not there. I'm not on the ghost one.
no, neither am I.
I
It's too
am.
much.
I mostly just hang out in like the music discussion, the lore discussion, from the pinnacle to the fit. Those are basically the only sections I hang out in. I don't go to like the main chat or anything like that.
Mhm.
But also, I will say, we're talking about the movie and the poster and all of the breakdown, how everybody's breaking down the poster. They are also breaking down each frame in the trailer to the point that they're trying to pick apart all the various items that are sitting on the desk. Like the incense and the little bottle of cologne and everything. And it's full on CSI, enhance. Trying to figure out what the labels say.
Yeah.
It's really fun. It's really fun to watch. It's really fun to
Where
watch.
do people get the time?
I don't know, but it's really fun to watch them argue over a blurry label and what it actually says.
Yeah. But I mean, it's Ghost, so obviously they knew they would film there. So who knows if everything that we see is real?
Right. Again, it could mean something or it could not.
It is
Or
fantastic.
it might be trolling.
Yeah, talking about trolling.
Right?
Yeah, I love it.
All I know is I can't wait to watch it. I got my tickets already.
Yeah. I had a mad panic when I came in, drove down early from holiday so that we had internet access because we desperately wanted to get tickets for the IMAX in Glasgow, which is a 60-foot screen, and 80-foot wide apparently. So we're kind of going to be sitting in the middle of everything probably, but so I am super excited about I've actually booked to go and see it the night after as well on an ordinary screen, and I'll take notes.
Yeah,
as much as I can, so we can talk about it on the next podcast.
Yes, yeah.
But I am very excited about seeing it.
Yeah. I only have tickets for the one night. It's like an earlier showing. I wanted to go early just because I didn't want to go later in the evening with all the younger, because I just basically don't want it to turn into a sing-along. I'm like really scared that it's going to turn into a sing-along. I'm going to watch the movie. This is not a concert. You don't get to scream or whatever. So hopefully, I won't have that experience.
Oh no.
Well,
Oh no. I couldn't handle that. I couldn't. I mean, I'm the sort of person that if I'm sitting in a movie theater and someone takes out a sweet in a wrapper and tries to unwrap it, I'm the one who will turn around and go, I didn't pay to listen to you undo that wrapper. So yeah, absolutely.
yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
no sing-alongs. No
It's
sing-alongs,
great to hear
please.
that I'm not the only one who actually gets
Oh no, it drives
annoyed.
me
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah,
So
and it's always the quietest part of a movie where it's like the most intense scene, and it's like usually the most emotional
The
that
emotional eating persons.
that you'll hear maybe the opening of a soda or the box, the wrapper, the candy wrapper. You're just like, really?
and the worst thing is when they try to do it slowly because they
Yeah.
It
think
makes
they're
it
going to
worse.
make less noise. It just makes it 100 times worse.
Yep.
So cool. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. That's good. So I mean, yeah, it's going to be fun to talk about this film and what we
Yeah.
think of it.
Can't wait.
And I am dying to see the backstage stuff. Dying to see
Oh,
it.
it's like a dream come true for me
Mhm.
about having behind the scenes because I live for that kind of stuff. So being able to see everything that goes into it is going to be fantastic. Because there was a clip on Instagram. I can't remember which production company was actually released it, but it was just a little clip of them walking through setting up all of the cameras, like the little room where they had all the cameras set up. And as somebody who does videography, I'm just like, oh, I pause. I want to know each piece of equipment. And I'm familiar with some of the cameras that they had in there, but I was just like, oh, this is what I live for. Love it. Give me more.
I'm looking forward to that old school 1980s looking film.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
rather than the enhanced sort of 4K digital stuff that we get constantly. I'm really looking forward to seeing this done on actual film, actually watching film.
There's just something about film that has so much depth and warmth and character. I could speak in length on that, so that I'm
Yeah.
going to save that for when we talk about the movie.
Well, that's going to be the next one.
Yes, talking about the movie.
Yeah, can't wait. So if anyone's listening and we've been talking about your art and we haven't named you, please post and tell us that's you or that's your art that we've been talking about. Because obviously we'd love to give shout outs to people who are responsible for what we've been talking about. So so cool. So let's do it then, girls. We'll be back again and we'll no doubt talk ourselves silly about this film.
Yes.
Yep.
Can't wait.
So, yeah. So thanks again for listening, folks, and we will be seeing you again very soon to talk about Too Big to Rig.
Bye.
Okay. See you guys later. Bye.
Bye.